a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. And the Utes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Spears. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The LSU Tigers offense will get the first crack at it here. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so...
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the back. Give to the big fullback. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. He unleashes a long one. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying the left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football.
He's loose on the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them. And you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Utah Utes offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They punt it away on fourth down. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. big play as this offense in business. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Quick spin on the line. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big...
Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he just pumped that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Makes the grab. It's Graves. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Trying to get the corner. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Grabs it in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Graves. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to throw, it's McLeod. Here's a heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. 30. He's at the 20. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
All you is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Agbana. imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. On the move, it's Allen. Made a defender miss. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Utes moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's McLeod. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. Fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to the ground. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On target over the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
LSU right back to the line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a man in the middle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. It's complete on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
And the offense punches in it again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Finds the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away on 4th down. Returns like that are why you don't settle from the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Frank. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open open space. The band might as well start playing.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Coming out with it, it's Alvaro. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down, and he's knocked down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down work.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Yeah, it seems about right. Defensive touchdown. Absolute catastrophe for this offense.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To throw, it's McLeod. Lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this deep. Forced him into 4th down. And the Utes line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be a...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Soto. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. What a disappointment. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Robbins. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Kick is in the air. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Floating away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Mariota. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Lets it go to the end zone. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know.
He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And the returner is stopped. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He'll start this drive firing. Pulls it in. It's Agbara. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
That pass not close as he got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're
turning it on. Got some room into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Now the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utah!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Spears. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And off to Jones. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sails one into the middle. Hits him in stride inside. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. Caught it. The defense was right there. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Hard running there. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Going to work on second down. Zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the outside to the left. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. LSU lining up first and goal. Sends it back in motion. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by... to Northwestern. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Breaks into the open. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. So many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run, and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Utes will call on their punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Might be looking to run. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Now adjusting. Hauls it in. And he's dragged down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And